Okay, so we're gonna try something different today where somebody actually needed some help with their setup on Reddit, and I thought it was a pretty good example to kind of just show what I would do or how I would fix it, and maybe it'll help them, but I figured why not make a video out of it. Let's get into the iPad. So their wide angle here is a little off. Something about it looks slanted. Like if you look at it straight on, these lines are slanted. Maybe it's just that's a table or something back there, or some kind of stage. I don't know, because this line is straight and these lines are straight. This line looks straight, but then it like something just doesn't look off. Maybe because the lights aren't like perfectly in the shot in the same way, and this is kind of off centered if we wanted it right in the center. The lighting looks like there's a light coming down here, almost like a hair light. Same kind of deal here, and maybe, well, there's also, if we can see the shadow from the microphone, that means whatever light is coming from over here is a hard source, because this is all the shadows are just so defined. So yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna try to see if I can fix this. And then my personal preference is I don't like these little wobbly mic stands. I don't know. Anyway, let's look at her angle. So we need to move her from here to here so that she's looking at the open space of the shot instead of kind of tucked in already to the right and also looking. There's no space here, and it gives the viewer kind of claustrophobia. I think a lot of cinematographers use that to kind of convey that feeling. So yeah, we'll try to fix that. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like this bottom light might be pink, and it's making all these like beige what is it called, sound foam, a little like pink. Maybe they were beige, maybe they're pink, I don't know, but they're going for a pink color with light, so we'll try to emphasize that. I mean, like the table with the light, the water and everything, I think this is all good. I feel like you could probably move the chairs away from each other a little bit more, but maybe they're confined to some small space, so we'll try to maintain that space. With this shot, the white balance is definitely off compared to the other shot. It's just a little bit more blue, it's not as warm, so maybe it's just a white balance issue. And then also we're going to move him over here so he's looking there too. And yeah, let's dive into the mock-up, and I'm going to try to do my best to kind of make it a really small space and see what we can do with it. Okay, so I looked at the YouTube channel and I found a few more videos, and they had like a huge table here. So they have room, and you could even put a small tripod if you couldn't move the table. Maybe that's why you're pushed there. But if you have room, if you don't have room, you can make this work. Just have, tighter. Right now I'm using crop sensor. This is like the ZVE2 or the FX30, 235 millimeter. And then the group shot is on a 16 millimeter, which is like a 24 millimeter on a full frame, and these are like 50 mils on the full frame. So this is kind of what it looked like, but what I would do a little differently is I feel like you don't need these lamps, or if you want to keep one, maybe keep one over here, and then maybe one plant. Let's see what that looks like. And then let's see, maybe pull this out more. And you can pull out these cameras a little more. So then you can get a little closer, maybe turned a little bit more. And here, here. So there's a little bit more depth from the screen, might be nice. Honestly, you could kind of do what you were doing. The one thing I wouldn't do though is the angles were skewed. So try to get the levels right, centered, and you know, try to get everything at least like looking right as far as the camera. And then the camera, I have it at 5600K Kelvin for the white balance. At the lowest aperture you can go, and then like ISO 400, and then it depends on the lights too. But yeah, 16 mil here looks nice. And then let's move these angles now. So right there. And I tried to keep all these cameras all leveled correctly. The only one that can change a little bit is the wide shot. A lot of podcasts will dip it down, so they'll put it higher, dip it down, usually to hide the lights above. We're working with 3 lights here. The key light is just a lantern. A lot of podcasts, it's like an easy fix. Sometimes for dramatic lighting, people put 2 lights behind here that look really cool, but kind of a fits all, makes it look good, is having the lantern right here in the middle towards the camera. And then we have our hair lights for each individual person. So just hitting that, and you can color these a little bit warmer if you have a warmer light, but I figured since we're doing like pink everywhere, just have them neutral with the neutral white. So there's that one. You could even bring these a little closer. If you can hang them, you can hang them on drop ceiling with a baby pin attachment. But yeah, if that's the case, then you can really move them anywhere. Try to get them a little closer without going in front, because you don't want raccoon eyes. Move that for now. There we go. Okay. And I'm not sure how you were doing the pink. I'm thinking there was a bottom light just shooting pink up there. And maybe something like that. Let's see here. For this angle, we want to move this here. And maybe lower this one a bit, so there's not that much headroom. And it's off to the side, so this is blank. And this is off to this side. Maybe just a little bit less, but again, all the angles are leveled. The only one, this one is the only different one. And yeah, make sure your white balance is right. Make sure your lights aren't, like this is a nice soft source and these are 2 hard sources behind. Let's look at it again. Yeah, so there's not too much clutter. Maybe one light, one lamp on one side and one lamp on the other. This table's really cool. All this stuff is fine here. Let's see. Yep. But yeah, let me know if you have any more questions, or if there's comments about this build or why I chose certain things. Feel free to comment. But yeah, you can get a great looking studio with what you have. Just need to mess with some settings and position the lights a little differently. Hope this helped.